Welcome back for another weekly update on my log farmhouse restoration. So today we are back here at the back porch. It's been a few weeks since I've done anything back here. I kind of got to a point where I wasn't sure how I wanted to continue with taking it down. And what I've decided is that I actually want to wait till I'm taking the rest of the house down, and I'm going to take it down when I do that. I kind of looked more at the construction and how it's tied into the rest of the house. And I think that'll just be the easiest thing. You know, I can take the roof off, then I can get in there better to detach the upper level of the back porch from the house and kind of work from there. So it's actually not, I originally thought it was going to come down before the rest of the house, but I think it's going to, the porch is going to come down with the rest of the house. So anyway, we aren't going to be taking anything off the porch, but we do still have this big pile of boards that I took off from the ceiling and floor from the first level here, the kind of the deck boards of the first level of the porch. So today we're going to clean those up and put those into the trailer and haul them over to the burn pile. So I got the trailer filled up once before it started sprinkling a little bit, and if I had stuck with my original plan, it wouldn't have mattered that it started to rain, but I actually decided that some of the boards were in halfway decent shape, so I'm going to keep them for now. So I'm putting them up in the barn with the rest of the stuff that I've saved, and I don't want to be putting wet boards in the barn, so that finishing off that project is going to have to wait for the moment until the boards dry back out. So now I am going to work on removing windows from the house. I've kind of been holding off on removing the windows and exterior doors from the house because it does provide a little bit of protection, keeping rain and stuff out of the house. But I'm getting so close to being ready to disassemble the house, or getting towards that end at least. I'm just going to go ahead and take those out. It's going to be something I can get done this afternoon. So hopefully I'll be able to do this without breaking too many of these panes of glass. It's all just single pane glass, so I don't know, we'll see. There we go. All of the windows are out, just in time for it to start raining. It is Wednesday morning, and today what I'm going to do is, first thing, I am going to move all these windows that I took out on Monday and take those up to the barn. And after that, I want to pick up all the little scraps of wood that are on the floor here that are just burnable stuff, get those up, and then I can scoop up all the last little bit of chinking and stuff that I didn't get before, scoop that up, get that into buckets, and then if I still have time left, I want to measure up the 2 log pins, because I really haven't done any planning yet as to how I want to reconstruct the house. It'll probably be a little bit different than the way it is now, but I really haven't done any planning on that yet. So it'd probably be a good idea to maybe get started on that. So I want to measure up the pins, kind of see where the windows are and doorways are and stuff like that, and then I can start playing around with that at home and seeing how I want to do that. So hopefully I'll get all that done today, but we'll see. Did you guys notice all the frames per second I did there? Yeah, okay, I'll quit making jokes now. Anyway, now I'm going to pick up all the trim that came from around the windows and take that up to the barn as well. Okay, I've gotten all of the trim from around the windows up to the barn, and I have picked up all of the scraps of wood, taking that over to the burn pile, and so now on the floors I'm just left with kind of the bits and pieces of chinking and plaster and stuff that I wasn't able to get before because there was stuff in the way. I wasn't able to scoop it up. So that's about all I'm left with in the house. Then after that I went around and drew sketches of the rooms of the house. Now the reason for that, like I said earlier, is so I can do some planning on how I want to reconstruct the house. Now, I know for sure that I want to keep the 2 log sections in the house. I'll probably keep this kind of the timber frame section. However, I highly doubt that I'm going to keep this section that was probably like the kitchen and stuff. It's kind of built funky. It almost looks like it was put on like with a shed roof kind of thing originally or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I don't think I'm gonna reuse any of the stuff from this this section here when I rebuild my house, because I just don't like the way it's done. But went around and drew sketches of everything else, where the windows are, where the doors are, and whatnot. So hopefully that should help me with the planning process and how I'm going to rebuild this. So that is going to be it for this week's video. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.